Well, hey, folks. Welcome back to Good Things for Good People, the little tiny YouTube channel with great big dreams that change the world for good. Today, you join me on the balcony of the place I'm staying. Welcome to beautiful downtown Indianapolis. I am out of town, as you can tell, and I am at a trade show for the entire weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and which means I'm typically speaking not going to be out and about in the normal public. I'm taking an Uber from where I am to where I need to be, and then I'm Ubering back, which means I don't have a lot of opportunity to interact with the general public as I usually would. Normally speaking, I can get those easy wins by taking care of somebody a little extra on lunch for my random act of kindness or something along those lines. So I've had to be a little bit more inventive than normal. Now, last night I did go to a nice little place around the corner from here. You probably didn't see the short because it went up late and nobody seemed to have seen that short, but there's a nice little local pub around the corner here, and I had a great time there. I had pizza and potato skins and a couple of whiskeys and a couple of iced teas, and I had a really great time. The lady that was taking care of me was totally flustered. She was busy as heck because when we roll into town, it makes the whole city crazy. But she did a great job. She took very good care of me. And the neat thing was for me, we ended up singing. Not really together, but all of us singing together. Random songs would come on that everybody knows. We had a Garth Brooks moment where we were friends in low places-ing, and it's not like we were all getting together and hanging out and singing the song, but everybody in the entire bar kept singing whatever song would come up that we all knew the words to, and it was really fun. It was very heartfelt. It was a really neat little experience for me, and it lifted my spirits for sure. I took care of the lady a little bit extra from what I normally would do. And then today, I had a gentleman come and pick me up from via Uber that got stuck in horrible traffic trying to get to me for, I believe, which was like a $7 fare that probably took him to get me and then get me there probably almost 30 minutes, which is not cool. That's way too much work for somebody for a couple of bucks. So I did take care of that gentleman a little extra than what I normally would. So I got to change hands. I still got selfie shoulder here. So I gave that gentleman a pretty hefty tip to be able to take care of him. And I tipped him in cash. That way, whatever. But you got to make sure you let people know that you appreciate them, You got to let people know that you appreciate what they're doing, that they're out there and they're enabling you to do what you do. I've got my car parked in a locked away apartment complex parking garage thing, so me getting my car out and driving over to where I need to be and then worrying about parking is just a nightmare. Not worth it. So Ubering makes the most sense, and I feel bad because there's a lot of road construction right here, and I didn't think about that, and he got stuck and couldn't get to me. So I kind of had to branch out a little bit on my random acts of kindness, and that's probably a good thing for me. It's given me another opportunity to think about other ways that I can do things for people. The other thing that I want to focus on, and I want to focus on, I guess probably two good things at this point in time, is I've kind of leaned into the whole, I have a lot of experience kind of thing, and I want to share it. And today when I was on the trade show floor, I probably had conversations with people for probably an hour, to be honest with you, about different things that are useful in the YouTube space and in the social media space to help grow your brand and help to improve the size of your impact, and to really understand a lot of the things that most people will not explain to you through YouTube, that you're gonna have to learn it the hard way, and that typically means you're gonna have to use up a lot of your own time and resources to do that. As part of what I can do is I can pass along my knowledge and my experience to these other folks so that they can maybe avoid some of the same pitfalls and mistakes that I've made across the years in content creation and in YouTube. It's been tricky for sure. There's a lot of things that nobody tells you about and you wouldn't even think to learn or think to ask or realize that can impact your reach. And it's not normally, I don't want to focus on helping other people's YouTube channels as a major source of my own being able to do philanthropy. That's not what I want to do. But realistically speaking, if we're thinking about it, like, it does make sense. It is helping other people with their business or helping them with what they're trying to do with life. And there's a lot of folks that are trying to do the YouTube thing, and it's a genuine career path. You know, this is obviously, I mean, I'm talking to you on this kind of thing. We all know people who make a living as YouTubers, and there's a lot of people who are wanting to do that. They just don't necessarily know exactly how. And not saying that I know how to, but I've got a lot of things that I've learned over the years, usually because I've failed miserably in a lot of this, that I can pass along to people and hope that it improves their reach in their life, their experience here on the social media side of things. The other thing is, I talked to you guys the other day when I was on my porch about the unfortunate situation of a YouTuber who was what we could just say is taking advantage of charity. Again, I don't want to name names on this kind of situation. If you'd like to look into it, I'm sure you can find it via Googling and YouTube searching. It has something to do with a hand charity scam, and you'll find it. But essentially what this person was doing is they were doing live broadcasts, and they were taking in revenue from donations, and they were turning that money into research funding and grants and support network spending for people who are suffering from Alzheimer's or whose family members are suffering from Alzheimer's. Well, what it turned out to be was that was not actually happening. That money was just going into a fund, we think, and then never being divvied out, never being dispersed to those organizations that it was said to be in spending to. And this brings up a very important point to me. And one of the reasons that I'm trying to be as honest with you guys and as upfront as I can be is I don't want anybody to be concerned about the way this money is going to be spent and how it's going to be spent and when it's going to be spent. What we're going to try to do with this channel, which, by the way, if you've never been here before, welcome aboard. This is Good Things for Good People. We're trying to use YouTube to be able to generate money to do philanthropic stuff, to do charity things, to do random acts of kindness, to improve the world for positive. Use these tools that YouTube gives us to generate revenue. Essentially how that works is when you click on these videos, once the channel is monetized, you're going to generate revenue off of your watch and your watch time spent here. So every minute you spend here, it's going to be generating more money for the channel. We can then use that revenue to be able to impact people's lives. We don't have to use it for me to get a new car. We don't have to use it for me to go on a really flashy vacation. What we can do with it is we can use it for helping people pay a bill or buy groceries or buy gas or who knows what. We can do really whatever we want to with it because it's going to be us making that decision. And that's the whole thing. The idea here is I don't want you to donate anything. All I want you to do is spend time here. That's it. I just want you to spend time here. I want you to click on these videos. I want you to spend a couple of minutes watching this message, generating watch time for the channel, and it's going to be able to be used for revenue for revenue to be able to do certain things. That's the thing, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to get into this exact same situation that this other YouTuber is clearly stuck in. So I guess we could call it almost a resolution at this point. Let me sit down here. My arms are killing me. We pseudo have a resolution now, because it looks like $600,000 have now been donated from this charity to Alzheimer's research. And they have earmarked different chunks of that money for different things. But $600,000 have been transferred to an Alzheimer's support thing, which is great, which is wonderful, and I'm glad that that's happened. However, the question would be, would that money have been moved if there wasn't already kind of an online blowback from a lot of people, specifically in the gaming community? Would that have happened? Probably not, if we're honest. Most people will continue doing bad until they get caught doing bad, and then they may do some good. Unfortunately, that's just kind of life, and it's a sad thing to say, but it's not uncommon. That's why I'm trying to be as honest with you folks as I can be. I'm trying to be as upfront as I can be with you folks. I want you guys to all believe in this process. I want you to all understand how we're doing, how we're growing, what's going on with the channel. And that's why I share the analytics. So I haven't shown the analytics in a couple of days. I want to show that real quick before I get done with the evening and I let you have the rest of your Friday night. I do apologize these are going up so late, and I may not necessarily be quite as engaging as I normally am. This 3-day stretch of work stuff is extremely exhausting for me. So I do apologize if I'm slightly out of it. But let me get into some analytics, and we'll talk about the good things that are going on right now. It is just before 7 o'clock on Friday night. You can see our current subscriber count is 539. This is my short that I put up late last night. My friends in low places singing as I walked out of the pub. And as you can see, it's only got 54 views, so certainly not doing very well. It did get more than a few replays, which is nice. I like the 387% plays, but it just didn't catch on and it didn't really go anywhere. And the shorts game is tough. I'm not going to even pretend like I know what I'm really doing with that kind of thing. So here's the video from yesterday, and it is a little bit less than what normal. Got 101 views on it so far, 11 watch hours, picked up 3 subscribers. So if you happen to have been one of those 3 subscribers that came over to the channel, I do appreciate you from that. If we click on audience or we click on engagement, you can see average watch time, 6 minutes and 32 seconds. It is just on the bottom edge there as far as the average watch time. I was a little, the thumbnail's not super great, and I was a little low energy in this one, so I do understand, that it's not the, well, I mean, a click-through rate's fantastic, I guess. I was lying to you. But most of these people are going to be subscribers. 97% of them are subscribers, so we didn't really get anybody that wasn't already a subscriber involved in this, other than you 3 folks who subscribed. So thank you very much for coming over. I don't know whether or not you came over because of this video or you just happened to come over from maybe Facebook and this was the first thing you watched and you subscribed. Whatever the case, great to have you here. As we continue to grow this team and expand the reach of this thing, every little single person helps. So thank you very much for being here. If we go to the general channel analytics, you can see things are going pretty dang well Wednesday, and then kicked up on Thursday. Got 744 views Wednesday. Had a little bit of a dip on Wednesday, but this is also because I put the main video out really late because I had to leave and had a long drive. So that's why you're seeing this kind of uptick here on Thursday versus a downtick on Wednesday. That's purely from the launch time of the video. If we look at our watch hours, we were at 42, 43, 38.4 over the first part of the week. Wednesday, again, because I launched the video late. And then Thursday, probably because I was just not very super engaging on Wednesday. So the watch time wasn't super great yesterday, but that's all right. However, we are growing the channel. Looks like we picked up 6 subscribers and 5 subscribers on Thursday and Wednesday. And if we look at our total progress towards monetization, we are at 539 subscribers and 1,044 public watch hours. In order to get monetized, we need to be at 1,000 subscribers. We need to be at 4,000 watch hours, which is certainly doable. We're going to get there. Things are going to get picking up here as soon as I get back in town. I know it's a little bit tricky right now for me to be able to film content and put up shorts and do all that kind of stuff while I'm super busy during the day. And I'm getting these videos up too late. That's not helping either. So that's where we are, folks. I really appreciate you guys supporting me and supporting this project. It's very heartfelt that so many other YouTubers that I'm connected with know about this project and are kind of cheering me on. So I'm glad that there are so many people that are interested in this thing. And I think that what that really shows is there are a lot of people who truly want to see us do something to change this world. They want to see us make an impact. And I think we're completely capable of doing that. We've just got to keep coming together and making it happen. I think we have proven that even a small group that encourages each other and promotes random acts of kindness and good deeds and all of that stuff can make a difference. It really can. And I'm looking forward to what's ahead for us. So I'll film this again tomorrow. probably from here, maybe from the road. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I'll do my best, and we'll go from there. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great Friday. I hope you had a wonderful Friday so far. Have a great Friday night. And if I don't talk to you before most of Saturday is over, have a great Saturday. See you, folks. Bye-bye.